Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. We going out blazing.
Let's get hunting.
This is Propulation. Got to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. 24/7 researching, it's all a fantasy. But if I make the right plays, it pays automatic. Bankroll showing that I know it. Extremely be killing it. Never gonna stop it, I like if you feeling it. Thinking the players say all that one time you can't make up your mind and just go with your gut. Looked around, we found a glitch. No toast allowed, just post a list. Sophia's fine, sat to his stick, and Caitlin Clark just doesn't miss. Win, lose, or draw, we never quit. When we shoot the ball, it's another switch. Submit the link, it'll make you rich, and we going big. Don't be a bitch. Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. We going out blazing. This is Propulation.
This is the game.
We going out blazing.
Let's get hunting.
This is Propulation.
Hey, what's going down, bro?
Yo.
How you doing?
Oh, man. Doing pretty well so far. It's Sunday. We're coming at you guys for a little weekend stream, breaking down the other two games that we got remaining. And, yeah, just hanging out for a little bit today, taking it easy. Always joined by Underrated. How you doing, man?
Man, I cannot complain. We have been running real hot, as you would say, in the past 3 days, right? Like, I mean, we've gone on hot streaks before, but I mean, this is pretty nice, bro. Look at that right there. That's what is that? 19 units up. That deserves that. And this.
Yes, sir.
Great job the past 3 days, man. That's awesome. And today even looks good, right?
Yeah, today's starting off really solid. We had one play come up a little bit short here, but at least it wasn't a total bust on one of our lotto cards. So still live for 2x. Worst things could happen, but we had a really good read off on that first game. I think we hit all 4 plays that we had pending for that game, which was Sabrina's first half PRA, JJ's full game points, Edwards first half PRA, and we also took Carly under full game points, and all those hit. So,
Carly
really
hit.
Good start so far.
Carly hit too, huh? I didn't realize she stayed under again. I saw her at 5 at halftime. I think it was. She stayed under, huh? She sucks.
Yeah, she picked up her 5th foul early in the third quarter, and she just didn't do anything.
Oh, that's the best. So now we need Brink to stay under, huh?
We do. Yep, and hopefully a little bit more action in this Dallas game, because oh man, that was an ugly first half. I mean, 38. Well, we're even time in, but we basically like 36-35 or whatever it was. Really low scoring.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Gross.
Yeah. But I mean, again, as usual, welcome to the Propulation YouTube channel. We're going to be breaking down, as I said, the other 2 WNBA games today. Before we really hop into it, if you guys could just do us a huge solid, hit that like and sub button down below for us, and that'll help you as well so you don't miss any time that we do go live, or we've been having some technical difficulties tonight, but trying to hit you guys with a little bit of a late night stream too, just for a old quickie, maybe a 2-picker or something like that. But do us a huge solid, hit those, and while you're down there, make sure to check out that free link to our 7-day trial for the Patreon in our Discord. We've been absolutely killing it. You guys just saw our recent record here. We're up a ton of units, had an absolutely massive last 3 days, and a large part of that was one of our 10x that we hit over what was it, Friday, I believe.
Yeah.
Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. A nice little combo. We had the discount here with this, and then really solid plays. So a lot of these were overnight favorites.
That
I know
Nneka,
that the Handy was.
That Nneka under though, I gotta say, bro, I love that call.
Yes, sir.
Those are one of those ones that only people that are really following WNBA and watching the trends and understanding the matchups can get. Not gonna find that anywhere else. Who else was on Nneka under? Tell me. I'll wait.
Probably the same handful of people that was on Hamby under rebounds the night before.
Goodness me. Oh my. Wow. That was nice to say. I like hearing that. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm in Propulation Discord, bro. I get to profit as well from all the great minds there. It's amazing.
Yes, sir. So, I mean, today, really, only Seagrass, unfortunately, it came up a little bit short here. But, I mean, as you guys can see, already starting off really good so far at Edwards.
Dino
like
got
I
7?
mentioned.
What is that?
Yes, sir.
Halftime, or where are we at in that game?
Yeah, they just started the third quarter, but...
Ooh, she better come on. Flap them wings, Dino. You old
Right.
hef. You old hag.
And then just kind of show you guys from yesterday too. I mean, just an absolutely awesome Saturday. We hit on our overnight 2 picks, all the stuff that we chopped up in the Discord, and yeah, we finished it off with that the night before. So can't complain. We've it's been good, man. I'm not even gonna lie, it's been good.
No, it hasn't been good. It's been great.
That's right.
19 units in 3 days? Look, you're being modest, bro. 19 units in 3 days. That means if you put in $100, you're up $1,900.
That's true. That is definitely true.
If your unit size is $100, you're up $1,900 in 3 days. I'm not going back to my day job tomorrow. Fuck them. I'm calling in sick tomorrow, bro. I don't even have a day job. I'll stay right here. I know. I'm up 19 units in 3 days. Why would I need one? Can we check out chat?
Let's get caught up on chat. I was just gonna kind of glance at the fourth quarter props here, just out of curiosity, and then we'll get into the regular stuff.
All right. Big Matt's here. He says, "Hit the like for the best community out there." LFG. Matt, you're the man. We love you. AOD, we love you as well. AOD, OG member, always been around, always been cool. Breeze Stew, banned. He says, "Population forever." Right back at you, AOD. Big Mike's here. He always says, "Smoke 'em if you got 'em. And if you got problems with smoking weed, this might not be the channel for you. That's okay." Matt says, "2-pick quickie, I'm in." 2-pick quickie, he's in, he says. Ooh. Anthony Ray says, "Is Luka questionable tonight?" Is Luka questionable tonight? Luka gotta play. It's Luka. If Luka doesn't play, that would be crazy.
I will let you know. 1 second.
Hi, my name's Luka. I live on the 2nd floor.
I mean, Luka's a warrior. He will definitely try to suit up if he can, but
What's wrong with him?
fucking
Whatever that
everything.
word is?
Knee, ankle, chest. We ran out of room to add more
shit.
things on here.
All right. Damn.
No, I mean, yeah, he's really gone through the ringer, and I mean he's been playing since the beginning of the postseason with injuries. He's been not even 100% the entire postseason, which is kind of scary to think about. But yeah, man, he could sit this game, but
That would be crazy.
I think he suits up. I mean, the coach literally has to pull him off of the floor. I mean, he'll be out there like limping around and trying to play still. So I would assume, unless we hear something crazy otherwise, I mean, it looks like he's going to suit up. I would at least keep an eye out for the pregame warm-up stuff. Like, check out the NBA, wherever it's streaming on today. Check that out, turn it on soon. And just see if there's any kind of like social media footage that you can find of like him practicing, him running drills, anything like that today. I haven't looked into it just because, I mean, honestly, I'll just be straight up with you. I had Boston coming in and spanking them these first 2 games anyways, so I wouldn't even surprise me if he not only maybe sits, but I mean, consider some full game unders here for him. He could really struggle or even just get hurt and be done.
Poor Luka. Poor Luka. They need him. If he doesn't play, chalk it.
It's going to be tough for them to win, for sure.
Griner's coming back half decent. 14 points, big Griner.
Yep. I thought about her today, man. That first half was so low.
Yeah. Next time. It's still going to be low unless she scores like 25 here. McCowan 12 points today. Billings on them rebounds. Copper only 7. Dino got 10. Let's go, E. Dino got 10. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Copper today, man. She's just like...
I don't know what's up with Copper this last week.
I think from now on, I will not play her on the road anymore. I just can't do it. I don't care what the matchup is. It's been primo every time. Something's up with her.
Yeah. Well, she's that streaky type of player. Her and Jewel. AOD says LFG. Fuck a day job. Right? Mike says AOD, you can't ban my girl. Marie says happy Sunday, fellas. Happy Sunday to you, sir. Timeout Sports Podcast says he is, but he definitely playing. Luka, yeah, I agree. I don't see how he couldn't. It's weird how he's downgraded, though. But it's Luka, man. He got to be in there. He ain't sitting in the finals with soreness. Yeah, laughing, crying out loud face. Yeah, exactly. I feel you. Oh, my Lord, he has to play. They not winning without him, Anthony Ray says. For sure. Life with T. Lynn says Skylar Diggins points. Ooh, interesting. What do you think about Skylar today?
She's definitely interesting. So I know the field is pretty heavy on just her straight up points today, which is kind of weird. I mean, she's not really known for being the primary scorer, and even though Jewel has kind of, I wouldn't say taken a back seat, because I mean the field goal volume is definitely still there, but Skylar, she's been in her bag. I mean, getting to some pretty favorable matchups. Like, let's be honest. I mean, Vegas, even though they are a great interior defense, they're giving up points like crazy. Phoenix, easy matchup. Indy, Chicago, Washington. These are all on paper cake matchups for her. So I get it. Minnesota's pretty good. They are pretty good. Her best thing today is hopefully getting to the free throw line and trying to live in that mid-range. I'm going to say she's been playing a little bit over her head as of late, but I mean, Skylar, we've seen her in seasons past where she's the dominant player on the team. She's their number one, or at least number two for sure. But the field goal volume is, I think for me, something I kind of want to just keep an eye on. Like I mentioned, for her, the biggest kind of upside, it's not the 3-point. Like this 2 threes hitting a game, this is ceiling effort for her. Do not expect any more than 2. She's not a 3-point shooter. This was even lucky that she got that against Vegas because she was just feeling herself, and they were trapping Jewel. So this is not a thing, but the free throws, definitely a thing. And I think the field goal volume somewhere probably solidified really in that 12 to 14 range. This is way over our head, folks. Like, let's look at how many field goal attempts we're hitting, the percentage shots, cobble that together with the threes that she's hitting here randomly. Now, Minnesota, totally different team. Them threes are not landing today. Not landing. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're going to clamp her up. She could score 22 points. I could see it, but that's also off of 7 free throw attempts. One of these 2 games is going to look really close to her metrics today. She played 41 minutes in this game, and I think somebody was actually out or somebody got hurt. I can't remember. But 41 minutes, that's not in her wheelhouse either. If you look at this is all around the 30s, mid-30s at best. Not going to happen there either. So this game is so skewed, it's not even funny. I mean, season high metrics across the board. She's interesting. I would say for her today, I'd be a little careful because personally, I'm really high on Nneka Ogwumike. She's been playing very subpar, had 2 phenomenal games in this matchup. Yeah,
you know what that was? I was curious, so I went and looked. That 17th, on the 17th, he said when she played 41 minutes, that was a double overtime game. That's why.
Okay, yeah. So that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that one. So even more kind of reason like how she got there. She could. I get it, but. One, Ogwumike, very huge impact between the other 2 players, between her and between Lloyd, and then just straight up Lloyd herself. I don't know what's going on with the Mamba here. I mean, the field goal stuff is all over the place, but she's due for another game too. I know this last one was pretty nice, but that was also against Vegas, and they just kind of lit them up.
Isn't that funny? They lit up Vegas. Wow.
Yeah. I like Skylar, but I don't know if I can trust her. Again, this team on the road, kind of hit or miss all season. They showed up this last game on the road against the best matchup or toughest matchup, and then now they got another tough matchup. So can they run it back? Maybe. I don't know.
Matt says Luka got to play. He can sit all summer.
Right.
Timeout Sports says Jackie Young is out. Just a reminder. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
AOD says Luka needs an IPA.
Yeah, he does, man. That guy needs an IV and an ice bath and a cryo chamber.
And an IPA. AOD says his beat is dirty. AOD is going to rap with me one day soon. And that's pretty much the comments. If anyone else has any questions, we got 2 games coming up, so we'll let you get into what you wanted to talk about until we got some more questions, Big E.
Yeah, so let's talk about Ogwumike here real fast. We'll talk about her here for just a minute. I mean, we've pretty much covered Skylar. I like it. Just know that we're reaching that point of regression for her after this little 5-game stint. Her points are above her season average. I know it's just slightly, but just keep that in mind. It's above her season average. It's obviously way lower than the recent games here, but just keep an eye on her. You know, there's definitely some regression coming. Negative regression for her, and then positive regression here for Ogwumike. So this is a little weird that they kind of, after this last game, reached even further to bump her down. I mean, you look at on the season as a whole, her average already is 17.7. So first off, we're getting a point discount, which PrizePicks hardly ever does. And then I think everyone honestly is just completely overlooking her after these last 2 games. But I mean, hey, let's break it down here. We had Vegas this last game, and she was going up against Asia, which Asia has been destroying the opposing core. So that makes sense. All right, that happened. The game before that, it was a blowout against Indy. Still put up 17 points. Only had to shoot the ball 11 times and played 28 minutes, and got there no problem. All right, the game before that, Chicago. Coaching decision in the second half was very weird. They went to her in the first half, and then they just did not at all in the second half. So really, just kind of outside of these 2 recent games here, I mean, she's cleared this by and large on the season, no problem. And that's not even asking for any kind of like high field goal volume or anything like that. So I love this today. I think 16.5 is total disrespect for the number 2-3 usage player on the team, and she should easily dominate tonight in the paint.
Do you think it has anything to do with her coming back off the injury a little bit and she's not getting her full minutes? Just taking 2 points off of that prop, or no?
No. Another thing too, which is kind of to take in the whole context of the first 2 games as well, Alana Smith actually had her 2 best career games, essentially. One of them was a career game. The other one couldn't top that in the second rematch, but she went absolutely off on them, and also had a huge stock upside against Nneka. So I think honestly, with that part of the beginning of the season, and Nneka still was able to perform on top of that, now you're moving a little bit further into the season. She's coming in off of a little bit of a rest here. It's on the road, yes, but I think here in this rematch, this game's going to go a lot closer than it did the last 2 times, and she's got us I got her for 20 points tonight, if I'm being honest.
I like it. I like catching it on the right time there. 16.5 for her is crazy. It's perfect. It's perfect timing. Life with T. Lynn says, I got Brink under tonight. Hey, what you think about that one?
Sure. Oh, absolutely. Yep. I love this under 8.5. We have, so for her specifically tonight, I don't mind the first half. It's a little sweatier, but the full game too. I know Jackie Young is out, but tonight, coming in off of that loss, the loss this last time around at home to Seattle, she is going to kill Brink. I think she's going to run her over. She's going to attack her as much as possible. They're not going to put Hamby on her because Hamby does way too much for the offense to try and exert herself that far on defense. I mean, she's already snagging boards and stuff as it is, so they won't cover her if they can help it. they'll bring in like Lee Uri off the bench to help with the Twin Tower situation. Brink is going to have a rude awakening tonight. That was one of my favorite plays from last night, like low-key. She could probably score like 4 points here as a whole, but this is a very difficult game for her. Very difficult.
Poor Brink. I feel you.
Brinko.
That's a fun one to cheer for. Timeout Sports says Skylar started low due to missing a whole season. Should be around 16 to 17 most games. I feel that too, right? She's kind of working her way back still. Futon says, "What's up, buddy? Let's get this cash." That's what we've been doing, man. We've definitely been doing that lately.
Definitely. Absolutely. Yeah, Skylar, I don't think she's going to exceed the 16 field goal range. They have way too many mouths to feed on this team, and she's not that superstar anymore. I do have her a solid, I think 13, somewhere between the 12 to 14 range, like I said, is a pretty hard cap for her, because the team as a whole, so she's not going to take a backseat to Lloyd. I know Lloyd's kind of plateaued out a little from her normal, like 20, whatever. She's a little more locked into that like 18 to 20 range, I think, for most of the season. But Nneka is definitely going to step up and get hers a little bit here. And you also have to consider the fact, too, that even though still all three of those players are cutting in majorly, I mean, they still have bringing up the rear with Ezi. I mean, she's the average almost double-digit field goal attempts a game, and just this team as a whole doesn't play very fast. So, time management, all that stuff considered, they probably have a pretty finite amount of field goal attempted per game between the starters. So there's small wiggle room, but I think pretty close to this, like last 4 games will look pretty close to this whole team.
Jacob says Hamby over.
Over what?
Hamby over. Probably whatever you like. Which do you like? We can change the question up, or the statement up, we should say. I would guess PRA, right? Were you on PRA a little bit last night or no?
Nah. Her line movement's going way down. She was 34.5 earlier. She opened at 19.5. Her fantasy was 40 something. Like all the line movements are going down.
Are they thinking blowout? Is that why you think? Or her first half going down too?
Kind of blowout, but it's not a great spot. I mean, so remove Jackie Young, which is completely irrelevant for inside the paint. You still have the elite #1 last points in the paint allowed team in the league. I know, the Hamby narrative, rematch, yada, yada, yada. Still, put that aside. Those are feelings. Those are emotions. On paper, #1 matchup. This is not a good matchup for her.
Jacob says points. Points over.
So Vegas allows 30 points on average in the paint per game. You look at who's scoring in the paint today. It's Hamby. It's not Brink. And then you have Rikia Jackson and a couple of the bench players here. So of the 30 points that they average or allow on average per game, how many of that's going to be Hamby, or how many of that could be Hamby?
Well,
it's just know that this is not a good matchup.
Okay, that's why she's a little on the low side.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike says Brink under for rebounds too. It's the only thing he can find on books is the rebounds. It looks like you wouldn't mess with the rebounds.
Yeah.
Huh?
No. Leave them rebounds alone. Just on the off chance that you got to imagine. So she covered Asia last time. She had a ton of blocks on her, and she had a ton of rebounds off those blocks as well. Not only off of just like the actual block upside that she could to snag the rebound, but with Asia, she's going to be shooting the ball like 20 something times tonight. So there's so many rebounds that are going to be in that direct vicinity of where she's going to be standing. Now, granted, she can get into foul trouble and will sit down, which I am hoping. That is my plan tonight, is she gets into foul trouble and is not scoring. But the rebounds, there's definitely upside for her for that.
Life with T. Lynn says, Asia be eaten. What do you see her doing tonight in points? Asia's points. What do you think about Asia's points?
Man, 28.5 is definitely high. The 29.5 was insane earlier. I mean, I would have went under that all day, but it's tough, man. So it's not a great matchup inside. I mean, the Sparks are kind of like mid to bottom of the pack for points in the paint. Here, I'll show you guys actually real fast. So they are... wrong one. The Sparks are 6 bottom. Yeah, so kind of like right here, middle of the pack. It's not a great spot for her, but assuming... So, okay, if we're assuming that Jackie Young, or obviously Jackie Young is out tonight, they're going to start with Tiffany Hayes, who is not a good shooter at all. And you already have Stokes, who is a do-nothing, and you got Alicia Clark, who's a do-nothing. More than likely, I think that we see Kate Martin off the bench play a little bit more tonight, kind of fill in for those breather minutes. And I think Meg Gustav is going to be playing some more off the bench tonight too. I think her and Alicia Clark trade out minutes a little bit more active, and she plays maybe a little bit more for Kia Stokes tonight. Hey, buddy, because they don't really need her out there. But dude, Asia's going to shoot the ball like 25 times tonight, like no joke.
Did they bump her?
Let me see. Maybe.
I was remembering her first half last night at 14.5. Wondering if they touched that.
Yeah, 15.
Ooh wee! I dare you. I'm doing it.
The first half, I would consider because 16 is a large ask, but man, that full game, I probably would fade her tonight, to be honest, just on that sheer. If you're thinking about under, she's going to take so many shots. A smart hedge would probably be that first half under, full game over, but do we really want to dance with under with Asia?
No, but I'm going to for fun. First half, bucket, under 15 points. Without Jackie. In against the Sparks. Fuck it.
You see how high her fantasy is today?
56.5?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Big Chosen's
Dude,
here.
Bingo.
Bingo, thank you. Not doing business with ya.
Yeah, man, she could wreck this fantasy though for real tonight. I mean, if she's playing 36, 38 minutes tonight, holding it down in the paint the whole time.
Coming off that loss, huh? They always come in with that anger after they lose.
Yeah. I think straight up, if you're playing anything tonight, Asia, just take the fantasy and hope she's rolling, because she's going to do everything under the sun tonight.
I just took the under 15 out of my queue. I got scared. It's like, fuck that. I'm not doing it. Futon says, porn star over 10 points. People are like, well, why do you call her porn star? She's a porn star. Look her up.
What do we lock her in?
She's not really a porn star.
Sweet value last night, 9.5.
She's not really a porn star, but we called her porn star for some reason. I don't even know why. She looked like one? Is that why or what? I don't remember.
I think so.
Somebody
mentioned it or randomly said it one time. Yeah, I don't mind the straight up points. I mean, you are paying a tax on it, so instead of that 9.5, you do need 11. That's kind of bah. I would say, yeah. I would say honestly, I had a lot of interest in her fantasy today. She's going to see a ton of time squaring up with Nneka. That's huge block upside, huge stock potential. And I don't know if I would take either the full game or the first half. I like both of them a lot. This first half, obviously all the green bars looked really good, but she had some stellar 2 games against Seattle. I mean, a ton of blocks. I think she had 2 blocks in both first halves and like 7 or 8 real points. So huge fantasy potential. And
on the book, she's 10.5. And if you wanted to bet her under, I'd bet it on the books if you can. It's minus 118 on the under, 10.5. So if you could score 10, you still could win on a different site. That's pretty big when you're talking about these low points. So,
yeah, that's true.
I mean,
true, absolutely.
Good thing to do. Matt says UD has Asia at 13.5 first half points. Like her under 15 first half points, if anything. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. They were that way last time too. She was at 12.5, and Underdog and my bad, PrizePicks had her at 14. That was pretty crazy. The differences are pretty interesting.
Make sure you guys are checking out between the sites, because I know especially as soon as the board hits overnight, there's been massive discrepancies between PrizePicks lines, Underdog lines, and then the actual book lines.
Mike says, hit the GD like. 12 likes is meh. I know. I understand. When I watch stuff, I never hit the like either. I'm a loser like that. But the more we do this, the more I realize if you guys do hit the likes for us, it really helps get people in here. It's really weird. Especially because we're a new channel. You hit the likes for us. I know it takes that extra second and it sucks, but please do it. It'll be wonderful for us. Then we'll have twice as many people in here in like 5 minutes. It's crazy how it works. But thanks, Mike. Appreciate you.
Always appreciate you guys.
Futon says, thanks, bro. I'll switch to fantasy points. I'm on Underdog. With Asia. I think was it Asia? Alana Smith. Alana, yeah. My bad. Okay, yeah. Cool. Okay. Ooh, we got a bunch of likes right there. Thanks, guys. There we go.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Well, let's see. Okay, one other thing I wanted to talk about too is Ezi. I think she's going completely overlooked today. I don't understand her line movement at all, okay? And let me tell you why. So last night, she opened at 13.5. There was massive juice on the over between her and Nneka. And then today, woke up this morning, she was bumped to 14. I saw it. I have a screenshot. She bumped to 14. There was still juice on she was like minus 135 for over 13.5. Now somehow somebody nuked this into the ground so hard that she's all the way down to a complete reversal, minus 140 for under 13.5, and now she's all the way down to 13 points. What is happening?
I don't know, man. She's been on fire. She's really been good this year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. Like, she's very consistent. I mean, it's her season average is almost 14.5 anyways. I mean, like, what am I missing here? And metric wise, Minnesota, they're allowing top 4 most, or top 5, it's either top 4 or top 5, but most points in the paint, and then also top 4 second chance points, which is offensive putbacks or free throws. And that's all Ezi does. So I'm like, why are people taking her under today? I would fade her. I would not take the under.
Do you like her over anything? Do you like her points, or do you like her fantasy, or do you like anything for the over? What would be your favorite?
Yeah, and that's another weird thing for her today too, is so they moved all of her stuff around. The points went down. The fantasy keeps going up, and I'm like, I don't understand why. The rebounds even went down. These went up to 10 earlier today too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so this went down. The points are now down basically a full point, and I wouldn't even be surprised if they try and push it again. And then the fantasy went up. Like, what are we doing? I don't understand this.
Well, remember that thing that's kind of interesting to do. Whenever you don't understand something, focus on what happens afterwards. And what's happened so far this year. The Brianna Jones debacle was fucking ridiculous. And then what was the last one? I forget now, but I'm pretty sure they turned out to be like just the lines were moving for no damn reason. And what happened, what you thought was going to happen actually did happen. So maybe take advantage of these weird ass spots right now. I'm not sure, but we'll pay attention.
Yeah, I mean, I will definitely play this now at 13. I mean, she's only missed it one time this entire season, or twice all season, and she still had 9 and 12. I mean, just on hit rating alone, I would have interest on this. Not even like exclude the matchup and all that.
That's what it is. You see, they're playing Minnesota, and that's when they played Minnesota, and that's all that people look at. Not all, but that's, as Sharpie would say, that's what the titty cappers look at. You know?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, well, last time she played Minnesota, she scored 9, so she's going to go under. And then people bet it. You know? That's got to be it.
I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, she
no,
gave him the business last year too.
no, but looking at this year, like one time she played Minnesota, that's that one game with 9 points. That's all it is. Gotta be, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta be. It's just silly people doing that.
15 the game before would definitely scare me.
15 and 9. What's the average of that? 24, 12. So they're putting her at 13.
Yeah.
It's that 9 scaring people. I wouldn't bet it under, I'll tell you that. Hell no.
There's no way I'm betting that under.
No, and remember,
No way.
remember when they'd move her second half to 6.5? We'd be all over the over. You know, so it's like you get that twice. I like it. It might be a pass because it's kind of weirding you out, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's just strange. And then look at this. I mean, the first half is still juiced up.
Yeah. But if you had to pick an over, would it be her points full game or would it be her fantasy? So no, you like her block upside.
I want to play the fantasy, but man, 37.5 is so juiced up.
Okay.
She's normally 34, 35.
Okay, then 13 points is it, bro. 13 points is the play. If you like her today, I mean, not that you want to force it in there, but I'll probably play it for a second. You know what? I'm going to play it. I'm playing it right now with Asia under 15 points. Fuck it. Watch it hit.
Just if we're talking, because a lot of the way that I like to approach is I'm not reaching. Okay, folks, we're not reaching here. Like if we're talking about what she can do, that 37 fantasy is not it. We've only hit this 5 times during the season. We're talking points though, with a nice little push rating or a nice little push floor for that 13. This 8 games out of 10 is looking a hell of a lot better.
I'm in. Over 13 and Asia under 15 first half. Book it. If it doesn't hit, I don't care. I put lunch money on it. I win 2 lunches if it hits. It's going to happen. And if not, oh well. It was still fun. It'll make me pay attention to what happened. Unless I just, when you skip shit, you don't pay attention. Look at Kelsey's points. A lot of red.
Yeah, let's talk about her. What are your thoughts on her today?
My thoughts is she jumps around like a jackrabbit up and down the court and acts crazy now because Darren Waller's gone, and she loves his song and I love his song. It's the best song I've ever heard. I'd play it every day, and I'm sure she likes the Kelsey Plum lookalike in the video. Basketball wise, she's hard to pin down, but without Jackie, I mean, why wouldn't she do a little bit more, right? And Jacob says Kayla under first half. Oh, sorry, I thought he was talking about Kelsey. We have actually the next thing he said was Kelsey under assists. So, I mean, without Jackie, what are we going to see? We talked about it yesterday, right? Tiffany Hayes. We're going to see a lot of her. That's going to be interesting to see who they let run the offense, right? Is Kelsey going to do something different, or is she going to do the same thing as normal? That's what we don't know, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking honestly, Kelsey's shooters are going to shoot, and Tiffany Hayes is a very streaky shooter, to say the least. We know in seasons past, she's primarily a playmaker, and I mean, first 2 games back already, since she signed with the team here, she had 4 assists in both games, 21-23 minutes. Now today, I think that, like I said earlier, they split a little bit more time between her and Kate Martin off the bench, because Tiffany Hayes is a vet. I mean, she's definitely a seasoned vet. She's 34 years old, so she's not going out after playing 21 and 23 minutes, only 2 games here with the team on the season. She's barely been with this team for over a week now, so please keep that in mind. She's not experienced with this team. They have a week and a half, not even a practice under the belt. So she'll get minutes. I think today she probably plays closer to 28 minutes, 27 minutes, something like that. But very streaky 3-point shooter. She's going to set the offense. She's a really good stretch guard, so she's very good, very capable at rebounding. She could cut into a little bit of that. And obviously Kelsey is not a rebounder at all. She's just kind of a flyby rebounder. If they land in her hand, great. If not, I mean, she's averaging at best 2 on the season, not even. So straight up points for her. I think there is, just by default, there is assist upside. I don't think she's getting 7 assists today. That would be kind of crazy. But one thing to keep in mind is the Sparks. They are allowing the most assists in the league by far. And oh no, they're actually tied now. So all three of these teams, they're all allowing about 21 assists per game. So the Sparks are up there. I would expect Tiffany Hayes to do the large majority of everything, but just keep that in mind,
So I thought it was 5.5 yesterday. It's now 6.5. You still wouldn't take a little stab at that under? I'm not saying I really want to either, but I could see it now that it's 6.5.
Yeah, I would entertain this at 6.5 for sure, because I think a lot of people are just completely overlooking the fact that they will have Hayes tonight, and I mean, she's not even doing this in good matchups. So Dallas was a great matchup, Atlanta was a great matchup, Seattle was a pretty good matchup too, to be honest, but only in this Indiana one, which this was Indiana coming in off a back-to-back, played absolutely putrid, and they spanked them.
Well, you know what it is, bro. It's most people don't follow WNBA like that, so they don't really know about Tiffany Hayes. They just say, Jackie's out, so Plum's going to get more assists. And so there's the line movement. That's all it is, right?
Really? Yeah.
So I don't mind that call. It's interesting. She could shit on us and get 10, and we could sound stupid, but it could happen the other way, too. Futon says, Ezi under 9.5 rebounds.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I think so the only thing that sucks about her though is she's going to see a lot of time initially, at least in that first half. She will be at the 5 matching off against or squaring up against Collier on the other side, who is one of their most active shooters. There's a lot of rebound chances to be had during that window. But as soon as the first subs come in, whenever Dorka comes in and stuff like that, they move her over to the 4. So some of that will shrink in that instance. But just do know whenever the original starting 5 are on the floor, she's going to be on the other side of Collier. So any shots missed there going up, she's going to be right there.
Jacob says, Kayla under first half fantasy. Your homegirl, Kayla.
I kind of like Kayla's under today. She's in a weird spot today. Like, of any of the people who would stand out to score, I don't know exactly how Seattle is going to approach this yet, because they do kind of float their defenders on a particular matchup. It's not like just a positional matchup. I don't know if today they're going to put Vivian's on her, which I'm thinking they might, either Vivian's or potentially Jewel. And both of those are pretty good defenders. I mean, they did not get smoked from 3, obviously from Plum this last game. They've been holding it down pretty good in their perimeter. And, I mean, McBride really just kind of lives there. So I think for her, the only thing you need to sweat is just the steals, because she randomly, will just get stocks out of nowhere.
Okie doke.
But it's a lot of red dookie, though. That's for sure.
Ew. Courtney Williams under 5 assists. How's that hit you?
I don't mind it. She is definitely losing minutes for whatever reason, and I mean staying right there around that 19 and 20 whatever range. So as annoying as that is to bet on, I get it from taking the under perspective. I think for her, first half over. I mean, I still have, honestly, even though it burned us this last time. Did they take it down? Hold on, we get news?
For what? Courtney?
That
Minnesota?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I see her at 4.5 assists on books. A lot of juice on the over.
Oh, no. I was talking about the first half, man. They pulled it. No.
Which one were you?
Man, that's some weak.
You were liking her PRA?
First half PRA was at 10.5, man. I had that in the queue as soon as literally as soon as the show started.
You really wanted to go back to it, huh? After that pain.
Yeah, I like pain.
Okay. Alrighty. I was looking on Underdog because I think they have.
Yeah,
that.
I get it. She's pretty heavy juice for under the.
Oh, it
5.
It just bumped up. It was 10.5 as we were talking. It just went to 11 on Underdog.
Okay, well, it happens.
Yes, it
At
does.
least we had it in the queue for like 30 seconds, and hopefully he saw it.
AOD says, smash the like button, family.
Always.
Life with
Appreciate
T-Lin. Yes, Life with T-Lin says, so who are your 6 picks tonight? Do you have
Well,
6 that you like tonight at this moment?
Nah. I never have. Well, I never chase 6 picks. First off, just a general rule of thumb: chase the 10x. It's way better of a payout, lower odds, lower legs, all that good stuff.
The 5, right? The 5 picks.
Yeah, or the 5s or the 4s. Either one of those. If you're gonna chase big money bets, leave it to that. I would say the 5, just because you do have the 2x and the 1.5x, little kind of extra added bonus to it. But usually with two games, I don't typically have a whole lot of, but I think we could definitely get some. These 3 for sure. I like these three plays a lot. I might go out on a limb and play Asia's fantasy here, but I don't know. Do I want to dance with that high number?
No.
Oh, hold on, real fast, just to kind of answer that too. We were talking about Plum here, so a lot of red bars, but this is a really good matchup for a 3-point shooter.
Funny you say that. AOD just said, Plum career high 3-point attempts tonight coming.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, honestly, I would not doubt it. She's gonna have a really good on guard matchup. I mean, they'll have Nurse. More than likely, unless we see a switcheroony today, which keep that in the back of your head, I think Nurse could be potentially on her way to the bench. This coach is moving the lineups around a lot, and they moved Lexi Brown to the bench, and she just had a really, really good game. And I think now Nurse has back-to-back, maybe to back bad games, and just not playing any minutes. So keep an eye out for that. Either one of those guards, though, I mean, I think Plum can get there, but it's going to be on volume, like a lot of volume tonight.
AOD says we're almost at 30 likes, guys. We're almost at 30. Jacob says, Nurse under points. Your homegirl Nurse. That hurts your soul, huh?
Yeah, because I had such high hopes for her, especially in this last game, in a really, really great spot, and she just could not do anything. Yes, Tarasi just went over. Let's go.
Oh, I was looking at it. I was looking at it out of the corner of my eye to tell you when she went over, and you saw it before me. That's so fucked up. Wow, I just looked over too. That's dope.
I literally hit the tab for a second, saw her score that bucket. I was like, yeah.
It was in the cards. Dino.
In the CADs.
I wish we had a little
sir.
video of a dinosaur just flying overhead as she scores and goes over, soaring over her 14 and a half points. Man, you are on fucking fire. Hold on.
We are trying.
I'm stopping the music and I'm playing this fucking thing for you. We need that, bro. 19 units plus more today too? What? Oh my gosh.
It's looking good.
No, it's not looking good. It's looking great. You're being modest. We've been fucking killing them. This shit is dope. Matt said another capper was all over Courtney first half, nuked it off. I love when that happens. Well, hey, if she gets minutes, and she has got the first half minutes, so it makes a lot of sense, huh? She just shit the bed in that last second quarter. Like, that should have hit too. That was that day we went 7-1, right? It should have been 8-0. Crazy. Oh my gosh. It's crazy.
Yep.
Life with T-Lin says, Nurse definitely under. He's hurting your soul even more. No, but yeah, it makes sense.
10 points is pretty low. Man, that's low.
It is. Where's 10.5? I want 10.5. I want 11.
I would even still consider going under Rakia Jackson. I know she made us sweat a little bit this last game, but Chicago, Indy, and Phoenix, and all 5 of these are great interior matchups that she got there on some of them, and then now with especially Claridon back, and this matchup could be kind of difficult for her. She's going to see Alicia Clark and Gustav off the bench. Could get there, could get into massive foul trouble.
Rakia, huh? Her minutes.
Yeah.
her minutes now with all these LA players coming back. They're limited. They had her in there for a minute. I feel like I don't even know why they keep her on the board. What is she playing? 20 minutes?
Yeah, at best. And I know even though Vegas is shorthanded, I mean, let's be real, this still is the best team, regardless of whoever's on the court. And plenty of people could step in and fill out tonight that I think could give the Sparks a lot of problem. These two teams are pretty notorious about having solid, good games, but I don't know, man. I think Vegas coming in off that loss, they got something for them tonight.
Copper just hit a 3. She got 21 now, making the game look good. They finally went ahead.
We get overtime too. Ooh.
Wait, what do you need in this game right now? Now that
we're sweating the combo prop with Copper and Enrique because Enrique's not doing anything.
All right. Life of T-Lin says, what would you put Collier for? What are you thinking about Collier today?
I kind of had some interest in her fantasy. If I'm being honest, it's a little high. I know 46 isn't a great click, but she's got a lot of. I mean, same thing as Alana. She's going to have a lot of block potential. It's not really a good scoring matchup for her. I mean, she was pretty limited in real points in both games that they played. And a lot of that's just from off of Ezi. I mean, Ezi averages a ton of blocks per game anyways, but not having that 3-point range or that kind of like loose ability to roam the paint like she normally does, it limits her 3-point volume a lot this year. And honestly, I know it might be a wild take, but I was even considering like going underneath this combo prop here. She has arguably one of the most difficult on-court matchups against Ezi and or against Nneka. And then Lloyd, who's just been a massive roller coaster anyways, but she on the road kind of struggling already. But Minnesota, no fly zone for threes. I mean, they are shutting that down hard, making life very difficult, causing a lot of turnovers on the perimeter. If Lloyd's playing hero ball, they might double her down and force the ball out. So one of these two players, I was hoping Jewel points would bump up all day, and PrizePicks has been on to this, and that's why they have not let it bump. But she should be at 20 points, and if one of these two players is going under.
I like that. I do. AOD says Modest Money 5K. That's your new middle nickname, Modest. Modest Money 5K. Ja says Wilson. Must be Asia.
Yeah, Mama Wilson.
Big Mama Wilson. High points. High fantasy. But you kind of like the fantasy. You might take a stab, but you kind of probably going to pass.
Yeah, I mean, it's just high, obviously. Like, it's a high number, but she's going to do so much tonight. And I think if I had to maybe make a smart hedge, consider the under 28.5. I like the 29.5 way better. But the fantasy's got to be the move, honestly. If you're playing anything, yeah, I'd probably just play fantasy.
All right. Huton says Collier under 22.5 points.
Yep. Just talked about that. Yep. She's shooting the ball. That's the only thing about her. She's shooting, but very difficult matchup down low.
Collier was at 48 fantasy, so it's been trending down, says Matt.
Oh, nice. Wow, jeez.
Right? Dump. Appreciate what y'all do. One bet for $150. What bet are you placing? Ooh! Putting you on the spot with that one.
Oh, snap. I'd probably run these three right here. These are my favorite three plays, still not bumped and unadjusted that PrizePicks has.
Those three.
Yeah. What they're probably not even gonna bring Courtney Williams back at all.
But if you had $150, you're not saying play the 3 pick, right? You're just saying those are your 3 favorites.
Yeah. These are the 3 favorites, and then something for Plum or Asia Wilson. I don't know. I kind of like this Plum first half at 15 because normally she's like 13, 5, 14. I believe she was 14 last game. And no Jackie today. Plum's been playing a whole 20 minutes of the 20 minutes available in the last couple of games. This one had a lot of I had a lot of interest in today. We did post it. I don't know if I want to lock it in for another card, but I'm expecting her playing damn near the entire first half again. Asia close to 18 minutes tonight, maybe even the full 20. She hasn't done that too often, but I'm thinking somewhere around the 18-minute range tonight for her.
Wait, sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but we're going to overtime, folks. We're going to overtime. You're happy.
Are we really?
Yes, we are. And Nneka hit another 3 before we went there. So she's at 20. Copper's at 21. What do they need? They need 7 more?
40. Yes, sir. 41 of the 48 we need.
So they should get that in the overtime. I mean, they should. They're gonna go to them. What a flippin' 4 days, E. Damn, bro. Everything that you picking is just coming to fruition here. This is so fucking dope. Okay.
And Griner's going off. She played a normal game today. Hello, 28 minutes.
Yeah, she did. She's back. Punk ass Griner.
And they're going to overtime?
Yep.
Hey, but punk ass Griner missed that free throw to put it in overtime, so thank you.
I love Griner. I'm just playing. I love going under on Griner. Last year was so nice. We'll see how she does this year, though.
Give me those rebounds, please.
What were they today? They didn't give us rebounds?
Yeah, they were stupid low. They were like 4.5 on the books.
What? No, they were not. What?
I swear.
How?
Because she's supposed to be limited. She played a regular game today. Like, this isn't limited at all.
Wow. Phoenix trying to show, because they're 5-6. They're trying to get this win. They want to be 500 here. It's a good game for them.
They're playing for the cup.
Dallas is trash. McCowan at 18. Maddie disappointed us with 10. All right, well, that's good. Good news. Going to overtime. That's awesome. Kayla under first half PRA. What do you think about that? I know you were talking about it earlier.
Yeah, the PRA, the fantasy. I mean, the fantasy's probably a little bit better because it's got a slight tax on it, and she keeps turning the ball over. Either one of them. I get it.
Alana Smith over 26.55 fantasy points. That's the one on Underdog. What is it on PrizePicks?
I like it. Yeah, the same thing.
26.5.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all the questions we have today or so far. If anyone has any more, throw it in there. You have anything else you want to go over? Or you pretty much got through what you wanted to talk about? Oh, we haven't talked about the spreads and stuff, huh? Is there anything you like?
Yeah, we totally forgot about this. Yeah, so for sure, I got Vegas coming in, putting it on them. I'm thinking low-key tonight. I don't mind this plus money for the Lynx at home. I know Seattle just came in and upset Vegas, but so the thing about Vegas though is they are massive, or they're elite inside of the paint. They are not good outside of the paint, and they got lit up from 3. Now let's go with reverse here. We have elite perimeter defense versus really solid interior offense from Seattle, but if they're not lighting them up from 3, that means that more than likely Minnesota is going to be managing the game clock better at home, especially, and that usually bodes a lot better for them. They win almost all the games against these exclusive 3-point teams. Interesting.
Ace's first half, buddy.
Yeah, what's that looking like? Well,
they're going to come in angry, bro. They're not. If they're down in the end of the first half, I would be so surprised.
So they've been doing this today. This is actually the second game. They didn't have this for the New York game either.
They're not.
Maybe it's not even there. It's not even an option. Like,
oh wow, that's weird.
Yeah, so that's a little strange. I definitely love Vegas to win tonight, and tomorrow we'll get to this, but this is free square as all get out. Connecticut is not losing to Indiana.
Sophie just shot an air ball.
She better stop that.
And she was open. It looked terrible. It was one of those low lights. That looked gross. She looked good. That shot looked gross. Youngin, where you been? Youngin's finally here. She said, "What up, guys?" Or he said, "What up, guys?" Or they said, "What up, guys?" I don't know. But Youngin said, "What up, guys? I'm here. What I miss?"
Oh, we missed the whole show. Basically, we've been on for an hour now.
Yeah.
We're just hitting up the last little bit of the money line parlays and game total spreads. I'm probably gonna leave this one alone, but I really like these two. It sucks for the odds that we're getting right now, so I mean,
Bro,
you gotta throw it in something.
we got to get the. Let me look on Bovada. Let's see. 'Cause that's weird. DraftKings doesn't have first half. But I'm thinking first half aces. Connecticut money line, maybe?
Yeah, see, they don't even have it for the Minnesota game. It's not even up at all.
I wonder why. That's super weird.
Mm.
That's super weird. Let's see. Let's see if Bovada has it.
Or if you want to bet on Boston tonight, you could chuck that in for a third pick. Is Boston losing at home?
Well, because the NBA wants them to go 7, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I don't think so, but Vegas is minus 415 on Bovada first half.
Minus
Not bad.
415.
Yeah. 415. And then if you put not Minnesota, put Connecticut with them minus 7. Yeek, still 230.
See, we even have the first half for this game. Like, what? I don't understand this.
DraftKings being mean.
Yeah. A little slim pickings for that here today. You know, that kind of is what it is. But these two, and then any kind of other plays, gut calls you guys might be on today, just lock that in, throw those in there.
All right.
All right, my guy. I think that's about it for today, fam.
Josh says Asia rebounds before we take off. You got any thoughts about Asia rebounds?
I didn't mind it. You know, she'll see a lot of volume down low from Hamby, not really so much from Brink or from Lee off the bench, but it's not bad. I mean, it's not a great play. PrizePicks has been kind of holding back on bumping it because she's been right around this marker all day pretty much. I think if I had to really pick, though, I had a little bit of interest in the combo prop here. I know it is on a 0.5 tax, but these two players are going to play hella minutes tonight. And yeah, I could see it. I wish we had Asia's RA. That would be a little bit nice, but the rebound's not bad either. I can get behind that.
Okay. That's Jalissa says she took the Lynx money line. There you go. And then Futon says Lynx Aces money lines, I'm assuming, and then Celtics first half. That makes sense too. You like the Celtics? Are any of you guys feeling the Lynx? You must have came in a little bit late because you were just saying we liked it, huh?
Yeah, I love the Lynx. Honestly, as a whole on the season, they're one of my favorite sleeper teams. I think they're going to be a very disruptive team to a lot of really good teams.
Futon says Lynx Aces Celtics race to 30 points first quarter. Interesting. All kinds of different bets you can do.
Ooh,
yeah.
I didn't think about that. The first quarter prop, yeah.
Uh-huh. Especially if Luka's out. That would be crazy. That's all those odds are going to change if he's out. But anyways, want to take off and get ready for that next game? It starts, what, 50 minutes?
Yeah, the top of the hour. Yep, I got to get ready, pull some food out, walk and feed the puppers, and hopefully go win. So if you guys do us a huge favor, hit that like and subscribe button down below. Make sure you guys don't miss out on anything here. And again, check out that free 7-day trial we have for our Patreon in the Discord down below. As always, joined by Underrated, man, I appreciate it, and thank you guys so much for joining us on the weekend. I believe we're going to take tomorrow off since it's just a solo game, a rematch between Indy and Connecticut, and then we'll be back on Tuesday.
Sounds good to me.
All right, brother. Good luck tonight, and we'll see y'all back here later.